J Drone here, and we are out with the dubbed Tello 2, and again, it has a controller. That's where it's superior over the Tello 1. We are Makerfire goggles, and if you're familiar with my channel, all these dirt spots is where the merry-go-round was. You can see the round spot there. There was benches over there, there's swing sets. They've tore everything down. So why am I gonna FPV fly here? Well, still got this to fly around, and it's an open area, so we're gonna give it a go. Alright guys, so here we go. We are going to take off from the dirt here. We're going to do a little flying around. From this point on, minus one or two clips that I crashed really quickly, this was a full flight time. We got a pretty nice flight time cruising around. I was dealing with a little bit of wind. You'll probably be able to tell which way it's blowing. Sometimes I'm moving a little bit slower. I'm moving a lot faster. When I'm moving a lot faster, that's kind of the wind tailing behind me. But kind of start off slow here, and then after I crash this first set here, I end up standing in the middle of that pavilion and kind of just flying around the pavilion, just flying in and out of it and around it and whatnot, just to give you a little bit more perception of the eye candy of doing this. You could do this with the Tello, but you can't do this with the Tello. You could do what I'm doing right now with the Tello, where you're not flying in close quarters and we're not going in and out of the pavilion like we will be doing. And exactly what happens here, bam, would probably happen a lot quicker with the Tello, just because you have delayed reaction. If you're using a Bluetooth controller, you have delayed reaction. Even on the plug-and-play controller, there's a delayed reaction where if you want to stop, it's going to continue going. If you want to go left and then stop, it continues going left till you can understand my drift. This is a lot cleaner, a lot crisper. This is doing exactly what I want it to do, minus the wind grabbing a hold of it. Bam! That's the way the wind's blowing. As you can see me kind of cruising past myself here. But this is really fun, guys. This is extremely fun, and this is why this is the Tello 2. Because hello, Tello, you just got surpassed by a $40 and change, $45, whatever it may be. I did notice that the discount varies whatever country that you're in. A lot of people are telling me that you're only getting a certain percentage off versus other people that they're getting a higher percentage off. I apologize for that. I don't know why it changes with currency, but there is a discount code down below for you guys if you want to pick this up. If you want to pick up the AKK camera, that's down below as well. I don't have a discount code on that. I apologize for that, but it's pretty cheap. It's pretty cheap for a 200 milliwatt. You can see how clean this is. These goggles aren't the best goggles, but bam! Smashed into myself. And then we reset and we get out of my way. We are back up again. So this is a fairly durable quad. I mean, granted, I'm not made out of stone or anything, but we will crash it a couple of times throughout the course of this video. Very fun to fly. It's very super simple to do. If you need to know how to do this, I have a video that I did prior to this with this drone showing exactly how to do it with this drone, but it's universal for any drone. If you want to stick an AKK all-in-one camera on top of it, it's super simple. A little bit of 3M tape, a battery supply, and you are good to go. As you can see, we're cruising. This is fun. And myself, I almost fell on the ground a couple times here because as I get too close to the ceiling, I want to duck. As I get too close to a bar, I kind of want to bend and sway, and it's fun. It's a lot of fun, guys. If you guys haven't tried FPV, I really encourage you to try FPV. You don't need a really expensive racer. You don't even need something with acro. If you want to do this, this is fully stabilized. This is pretty easy to do. It is a little bit challenging with the wind. It's a little bit challenging hitting these very large gaps. This is altitude hold drone, so I'm not able to drop altitude as quickly as I'd like to, but this is fun. Flying past myself, you could hear the drone. You could feel those blades pushing air off of you, but you're stuck in one spot. You're essentially in the cockpit of the drone, and you're a little Martian inside of it, flying it, and this is as close as you're going to get to flying a drone like this. Now, they might come out with drone cars eventually in the future and whatnot, but you are not going to be flying your drone car through gaps like this. This is definitely an experience that can't be duplicated outside of drones. It really can't be. I mean, maybe planes, you might be able to get a plane to do some of this stuff, but a plane flies and bam, and we're crashing. A plane flies in a linear path, and now we're jousting. As we got a piece of hay kind of stuck in there. We are jousting. I ended up unintentionally but intentionally crashing that down to kind of get the joust effect out of there from a piece of hay being stuck in there. And again, this is just all one battery. I did not switch out the battery. I'm utilizing one battery here, and this worked really well. I had a lot of fun with this. This might be my and I might go out and fly once more. It's super duper hot. That's another thing too. So this battery is underneath almost like 98-degree temperature, on top of the burn that it's taking from me flying it around. So this battery did really, really well out in this extreme heat. And I know for some of you guys that are down south, 98 ain't nothing. That's common. Up here, up north in Pennsylvania, 98's hot, man. We barely ever break triple digits, and we barely ever get close to 100 degrees. 98 is hot up here. I've been in New Mexico, I've been in Texas, I've been in California, I've been down south. I know hot. Yes, triple digits is hot, and I know some of my friends deal with that throughout the course of the summer. We generally don't. So for me to put a battery through this condition, it's nice testing for me, and to be able to show you that it can deal with these almost triple-digit temperatures is a good sign on the battery. And again, the Tello Killer. I'm dubbing this the Tello 2, the Tello Killer. A lot of people aren't going to be too happy with that, but I did it and I said it, and I'm going to name it the DJI RYZE Tello Killer. Now, right now, I have it in the 3rd speed rate. You'll notice something as I go to bank. That yaw rate is too crazy to fly in FPV. So we've dumbed it back down to the 2nd speed rate, which was what I was flying in the entire time, besides this last run when I decided to try it in the 3rd speed rate. Yaw rate's way too crazy. I mean, maybe after a while I might be able to get used to it. I might be able to figure out how to lightly push on the yaw as opposed to full left or full right, which is generally what I've been doing here. And right here you'll see that I'm getting loss of power here. I kept on checking the LVC every time I crashed. The LVC never went off. The drone never started blinking, but I think because of the heat, because of how hard I was running it, this is a telltale sign that voltage is getting low. LVC would have kicked at some point. So guys, I'm J-Drone. If you haven't subscribed, please do. If you want to see how to do this, I'll put the link down below. I'll put the link down below for this drone and the AKK. Later.